Good day, tubers and groovers. How you grooving? I hope you got your groove on. Today we're going to be talking about something new from Behringer. We're going to be talking about Uli, the man himself. And then right at the end we've got some lovely bargains for you. More should I say, Chumley Warner's found some bargains for you. So you stick with us now. Check we. Simon, there's something new come out from, again, Behringer are still creating.
They are the head of the game, I think, on this. Just bringing stuff out. It's absolutely amazing.
Bringing out new gear every week. It's just like Christmas every day.
It is. So you DeepMind fans. So if you don't know, it's the 10th anniversary of the DeepMind synthesizer.
It is already. Yes.
Uli's first synthesizer.
Yeah, the one he made and then lost, unfortunately.
That was the UB1.
Yeah.
That was his homemade one, and then we won't tell you too much of a story because we've got some clips coming up, and we might do some more clips next week. We've got some interesting stories from Uli himself.
Yeah, he can tell you more about it with his own mouth.
But yeah, the DeepMind. So basically, they've done a new one. There's 3 models. You got the 12 voice X series, the 12 voice module, and the 6 voice module. And basically you got analog polyphonic synthesizer.
He's off again.
Yep. FX engines. You got your LFOs, obviously oscillators. You got ADSR generators, modulation matrix, your sequencers, and this is quite cool. It's got a tablet remote control. So so you can adjust all your settings from your tablet, which is really cool.
Well, that's handy.
And you guys will be saying, well, what price are they? Okay, we've found some prices for you. These are obviously on pre-order. We don't know the exact timings on these yet. So the 12 voice keyboard, $699, which is, I think it's only slightly more expensive than the original DeepMind was when it came out.
I was expecting you to say £1,200 or something. But...
No, good prices. And if you want the module version of the 12 voice, that's $549. And then if you want the 6 voice, that's $599. So really, again, really good prices and an amazing keyboard.
Yeah, and it really is an awesome keyboard. Everything they make is awesome. It's all good. What can you say? It's so well made as well.
It is, yes.
It's all solid stuff. People moan about plastic knobs. Come on. Everything's got plastic knobs on it.
That's it. So now we're going to, if you're not aware, there is a video out where an interview of Uli.
We can believe it. We've never seen an interview with Uli.
Really good. So we've just got some clips for you. What's the first one about, dude?
In this insert, which we're about to put in, Uli himself explains about how do you make these synthesizers without the chips. You need the chips. So how do we go about that? Well, he explains. So have a little look.
Actually, in order to make all these synths, we had to rebuild a lot of the old semiconductors. But you can't buy them, BBDs, you can't buy them really anymore, and all the VCOs and VCFs. And the magic is really in those components, right? Unless you really built them or rebuilt them, you will never get that sound. So we invested a lot of money in rebuilding these chips. We have a company called Cool Audio, which actually is dedicated to making semiconductors. And if you put all the commercial aspects to it, it's basically crazy to do this, right? But there's a say that passion is the essence of life because it makes you do things any rational person would never do.
So everyone's been asking about like the background behind the UBXA and how did it come about? So we'll let the man himself, Uli, explain it for you.
Our UK team, Italian team, been working on this for literally 5 years. And to get the essence out of the whole circuitry, I'm really, really proud to say we really, really replicated that circuitry, that sound. And we had like 20 beta testers who had the original, and we didn't let go until that thing was perfect. Again, you put a commercial number to this, it's crazy. Right? We should never done this. But this is one of the synths that I loved when I grew up, and I just had to do it.
Uli explains a lot of stuff there, about what he does, and then he was asked a question, like I think he was asked the question, where did you get your ideas for synths? How do you get an idea for a synthesizer? What one to make? And this is his reply.
We believe that the customer is everything, like Sweetwater, right? We're both customer obsessed. We literally are. So we communicate constantly on Facebook and other social media pages, and ask customers, what do you want, right? We have a very simple say. It doesn't matter what we think. You tell us what we should build. And there's basically literally rankings where people said, well, it's a poll, which one we should do first. And that's basically it, right? And in many cases, as we say, even if we sell only a few, it doesn't matter. We have not invented synthesizers, nor will we ever claim, but hopefully people will remember us for having brought all these jewels back to life.
Right.
Right? Because right now, how much would this stuff cost? I mean, you must have invested a fortune.
Yeah.
But then only a few people can afford those, and I think it's important to make them available, accessible to people who do not have deep pockets. Right? And I think that's something we strongly feel about, and that's the purpose why we exist.
See, he's just such a down-to-earth guy, ain't he? He's awesome.
I love him. He's a fantastic guy.
And for me, the biggest question is prices. Why and how do you manage to sell them so cheap? So Uli explains, and here it is.
You have to have a purpose. You need to have a reason to get up, and it can't be money, it can't be business. I don't care, right? It's about doing something for customers, and if you do that, and you know this very well, then people will reward you, right? Profit and money and all this stuff is a consequence, but it's not a purpose.
Right.
And we have a very simple say that the way we price our products is that we look at the cost and we add a small profit on top of it, and that's the sales price. So we don't go out like most competitors said, how much could I charge and get away with it? We say it doesn't matter. We just take the cost, add a small margin, and that's the sale price. Customers will appreciate it, and you have a long-term or a lifetime customer, and that's what matters.
So we've been searching the internet yet again for some prices, and I'm some of these are good job we're sitting down because they're so good.
What about a reaction to Uli's video there? I mean, what a lovely guy.
Oh, he's awesome. He's down to earth. He's awesome. He's not. He loves synthesizers. He's passionate for synthesizers.
Yeah, a real passion.
It's not all about making money.
He's not interested in that at all.
No, he's not interested at all, which is why he's helping other musicians. He's helping us with the cheap prices on the keyboards and everything.
He was a poor musician himself. He got kicked out of the shop because he went in there every day and kept looking at the
keyboards and stuff and playing them, didn't he?
And this bloke one day come out and said, look, you ain't never going to buy anything from my shop. Get out. Whereas he probably should have hired him to demo the keyboards, really gave him a job, but he didn't. He kicked him out. So Uli didn't have any money for anything. So anyway, it brings us on to this.
Yes, so the first one, the MS5. This is the cheapest I've seen it. It's $349.
So cheap he had to buy one himself.
Yeah, so we'll be demoing that, in the next few weeks because it's an awesome keyboard. And just to put it into perspective, the original, if you want a Roland original, 4,000.
There you go.
So that's a bargain. And I think the MS5s were like 550 originally.
Yeah.
So you're saving a couple of hundred on that one easily.
Yeah, certainly come down.
And then this one, we've mentioned it before, but it's got even cheaper. It's the Wasp.
Yeah, the Wasp is cheaper again.
The Wasp it's 118 now. 118. I think the last time we mentioned it a few weeks or a month ago, it was 125.
That is a massive barrel of fish for that money, I'll tell you. That thing's got some sounds. Man, has that got some sounds. Don't know why it keeps getting cheaper. I don't understand.
I don't know, but it's awesome. And then this one, again, one of our favourites. I think we were the first to talk about this, the JT4000.
Yes, we was.
This is the original one without MIDI, and obviously it's got USB MIDI, but £29.
God. Wow, that's cheap.
And Uli mentions in the video interview, he says, we're aiming to start synthesizers from $9.99. That's one of his things he wants to do, so there we go. But anyway, close to that, the JT4000, $29. Unbelievable. This one's, it's not really a deal, but we're making you aware of it. The VC16 vocoder we talked about a few weeks ago, they are now in stock and available, £95.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for one of those, and all this items are in stock.
Yeah.
And then we've got Jay will like these. He doesn't know what I'm going to come with next, but it's the X-Air mixers.
Oh, fantastic bits of gear.
This is amazing. This is the X-Air XR12, so it's the 12-channel version. 229.
Really?
I knew Jay wouldn't believe me.
Good grief.
Yeah, I think these are originally.
I don't think you guys know how good these desks are. I've got the 16 one, haven't I?
16-channel one, yeah.
And it's the best thing I've ever bought. I mean, Uli says in his interview that his Behringer Wing, the XR32, is it?
X32.
Beg your pardon, X32 is the biggest selling digital console in the world. They sold over 1 million in the first run.
Yeah.
And they're still selling more. They're selling more now than they did when they first released them. Their mixing desks are amazing. I've just got the XR16.
Yeah.
And it's a stage box. It's a tiny little stage box. We all have iPads. It's just fantastic, man. And I paid like 200 quid for that second hand. And now you're talking about an X12 for £200 brand new.
229, yeah.
Gee.
But if that's not enough channels for you, there's the XR18, which was originally 540, and again that's down to 399. So if you want something, these prices are just amazing.
And these things will last you forever. I'm telling you, I've had mine now for about 10 years. Never had a day's trouble with it. It's been brilliant.
And we go off on a tangent. So this is called the Behringer BA 85A. Can you guess what it is? It's obviously a microphone. I think it's similar to the Shure, probably Beta 58.
Mm-hmm.
These are in stock, £12.
What?
There's no excuse for no one to have a decent microphone. I couldn't believe it when I found these prices. These are amazing. Well, we've got one more. I think we've mentioned this before, but I'm sure this has dropped in price again. This is the 2600 Eurorack VCO module. Because I think these were £80 to £90 originally. And it's down to 39.
39 quid.
Unbelievable for a really nice VCO. What can you say for your Eurorack?
Can't say a lot more, can you? Uli, we are the Behringer brothers, and we're only here because of you, my friend, and the rest of your team. Thank you very much. We are Take the Fear Out of the Gear. You've been fantastic for being here, eh? Nice one. I've been Jason Bangers.
And I've been Mr. Chumley Warner.
And we will see you on the next video, but there's one thing, you must protect our Behringers, and check we.